You need to stop using the gate. I'm going to seal this place off.
Sounds like you've got something to hide.
I don't know what you're...
Wait. Perhaps a personal notebook seems a bit archaic, but it does present certain advantages. Digitized data can be altered, fabricated, falsified. No intelligent person should trust it. But you already know that, don't you?
You are acting strange, after all.
I hardly think you're in a position to talk. If anyone's changed, it's you. I can only wonder why.
What are you?
Miss Morimura, my question is, who exactly are you?
So, did the scout unit have anything for us?
Well, the surface is a total loss. The automated factories are all running at full capacity.
They're mass-producing kaiju.
Hey, getting used to everything?
The technology itself isn't so different from 40 years ago. The real surprise was finding that it's all been integrated into one unified system.
You sure don't seem like someone from your time.
How are things looking?
About like we expected.
Naturally.
All the nuclear plants are stable. Seems like it's the same for other countries, too.
Defensive measures. They want to ensure nothing interrupts production.
So, these factories, are they particularly large?
It's more about how they got totally automated. That was back in 2080. They started functioning as part of a network instead of individual units.
A worldwide network comprising 1.2 billion factories. All fully integrated and synchronized. Based on a client's request, the computer designs a blueprint. From there on, everything is fully automated. Assembly, production, even cost-effective ordering of parts. The human element was no longer necessary for those processes.
So it's a manufactory that can mass-produce anything, on a global scale.
They all function as part of a unified global manufacturing network. By its protocols, all 1.2 billion factories worldwide remain in automatic, perpetual production. And their sole output are these mechanized kaiju, which we know as the D-Forces.
We checked on the plants in Kolkata and Chennai.
Since they're the largest plants of this era and all.
Their production rate has doubled over the last 3 days.
Just like last time. The timing matches up too.
Not long now. They'll make their move soon.
Morimura-san, regarding my home time, that is, the year 2064, you're certain we'll face a similar attack?
We don't have long until they appear in 2064. That much we know. It'll be just like last time.
No, not quite. This time, we have the Sentinels.
True. Anything on your end?
Loosely speaking.
We managed a partial data dump from the underground mainframe. Goto-kun?
It's an archived news report concerning a certain scandal. More important, though, is its date of recording.
When's the data from?
The year 2188. In other words, far in the future. Even more so than our current temporal position, 2104.
Let's see it.
Before dawn on the 20th, 8 Newman Inc. executives were taken into police custody. Charged with human trafficking and illegal cloning, their established motive was to tamper with human memories. Authorities consider this an organized effort and are pursuing further charges. Mind-hacking crimes have been on the rise in recent years. By exploiting nanomachines such as interlocutors, malefactors can overwrite stored memory information in cerebral synapses. This technique has recently been used to enable other associated offenses. These arrests come after a string of similar cases, including culprits criminally downloading memories onto another body. Evidence suggests these are attempts at a kind of technological reincarnation. And we've already seen more than 460 arrests connected to this practice.
I didn't know it was even possible to download memories.
The crime apparently occurred in June of 2188.
Ida-kun.
That's not all. Let him finish.
Regarding this Newman, I found one more log that could be relevant. This report is from March, about 3 months prior to the other log. A log concerning the scandal involving Newman Inc. The report is dated 2188. Some of their executives were taken into police custody. The crime in question was apparently attempting to use nanotechnology to, in theory, take over physical bodies.
Newman Inc., the tech giant known for interlocutors, has been acquired by Shikishima through a takeover bid. Shikishima's CEO had this to say.
Nanotechnology has made leaps and bounds over the 22nd century. Now, even the human body can operate with all the power of a supercomputer. Interlocutors have paved the way for humanity's next step in evolution. For any one of us, all it takes is a thought. And we can have the world itself at our fingertips. With the brilliant minds at Newman driving our nanotech business, we look forward to a brighter future for Shikishima and all our affiliates.
With this acquisition, Shikishima now sits among the top 3 in global market share of interlocutors.
They kept talking about those interlocutors. You think that's the nanomachines inside our own bodies?
Most likely.
So Shikishima's at the heart of this, too. At least we know we weren't wrong. This all began in the future after all. Still, 2188. 2104 is the furthest we can shift into the future. It's a shame, but I don't think we can verify this ourselves. I think we should drop this lead for now. Better to focus on protecting Gojo-kun's hometown instead.
Maybe so. We're almost out of time, so we'll need to move quickly. Best to return to the school in the year 2064. We'll need the cooperation of the other 2 compatibles.
Goto-kun, we should focus on putting the Sentinels through the combat sims. I hope you can join me.
Sure. My apologies, Miss Morimura. Making arrangements in 1985 proved somewhat difficult. I'm sorry we've had to remain here the past few days.
Not much we can do if it's an emergency. I have to ask. Was it absolutely necessary to dress me up like this?
Does it bother you? Considering the age you appear, well, it struck me as the most inconspicuous choice. 3 months prior to the Newman Inc. incident, Newman was acquired by the conglomerate Shikishima. With these interlocutors, apparently some kind of nanomachine information technology, they've become one of the world's top megacorps. You're not having trouble walking, are you, Miss Morimura?
You should probably just call me Chihiro. Otherwise, we'll seem suspicious in public.
Okay, Chihiro. San.
Better drop the san, too. Honestly, I'm surprised you were able to find me at all.
A certain data log helped. I found records that your mind had been transferred into the young child standing before me.
This body is a juvenile clone of me. I ran an experiment to see if I could restore my compatibility. It turned out to be a failure. That's why I sealed my memories.
This compatibility, that'd be the ability to control the gate and the Sentinels?
You need compatibility to control the mainframe. I was once compatible myself. But after everything got rewound, I lost that power. Maybe it's hard for you to see how crucial that ability is. But you'll understand soon enough. What's going on with my actual body?
She's acting like a completely different person. My theory is that someone's taken control of her.
You're saying she got mind hacked?
She's clearly behaving very differently, at least. It seems like she's working against the Sentinel project. It's like she's been influenced by 426. Or the man himself may just be wearing her face.
That certainly explains why you woke me up. Not much to go on, though. Either way, we'll have to do some more investigation. I can see it's been quite a while since my memories were sealed. 5 whole years. And now 4 sectors have gone dark. Talk about a rude awakening. First, you'd better catch me up on major developments in the last 5 years.
Easy enough. Hardly comfortable surroundings for a briefing, though. I'll explain over in 1985. That should do it for preparations. Now, let's see if the biometric authentication works. This refers to the humans who can control the UFO's mainframe. Those compatible have nanomachines implanted in their bodies. Did it go through? Looks like that got me past the initial barrier, at least. Now, with Miss Morimura's ID, I should be able to get into her logs. Found it. One of the logs she left behind.
Today's date is March 2nd, 2100. Well, I guess there's no point in putting a date to these logs. I've probably got 4 years left until the invasion begins. I ran an experiment on my clone. I wanted to see if I could make her more compatible. I had more than enough data stored in Sector 0. She would have had all my memories. However, I could not establish compatibility in the clone. No more than I could in myself. Maybe there really is no way we can survive this. Not even Ida-kun knows about this experiment. I've kept this attempt secret from everyone. The memories I implanted in the clone have been sealed. I left her in 1940 under the Miura family's care. She'll be able to grow up as her own person. Someone separate from me. Until they invade, at least.
That methodology sounds familiar. Was she basing this project off of those memory overriding crime reports? All in an effort to achieve compatibility? So compatibility isn't just a matter of differences in the nanomachines. There's more. This file looks like the last thing recorded.
Peter-kun didn't make it back either. The remaining Sentinels are infected. No good to us. We're running out of options. We'll have to resort to Operation Aegis. If we go that route, we'll be risking the future of humanity itself. How do I make the call on a decision like that? But I don't know how else he and I can survive this. This is my only chance.
Oh. That's puzzling. There's a log registered under my name. As far as I know, I've never recorded anything like this.
Renya Goto speaking.
Oh.
Did you confirm receipt of payment? Then I'm sure you can see to the details. Am I clear? I want her dead. Any means necessary. Execute her. And stop the project. That's not my problem. It's in your hands now. Do you realize what'll happen if her project gets approved? It could ruin everything we've worked for. You know what must be done. Kill Chihiro Morimura.
Was that really me? That man was a Shikishima executive from the year 2188. Is that supposed to be my future? Seems like a private communications log. The other person on the line wasn't recorded. But it's clear enough what they're talking about. That was an assassination order on Chihiro Morimura. Which I seem to have called in.
I'm there. Moving in.
Let's go. Understood.
Understood. Judging by the data we got earlier, it's not the same as the RPF we fought before. Looks like its design was improved too.
Back in 2064, we didn't have to deal with those. What do we know about this kaiju? Any extra intel could help here. I saw this in the files on Shikishima's space initiative. The RPF was made for deep space exploration.
It's the ultimate manufactory. Its nanomachine forge can handle all steps of production, even raw material synthesis. It's an auto-propagating machine that can generate near-endless copies of itself. A true monster.
Be careful. Those minor kaiju are new models too.
The practice round's over. What next? Number 12 moving out. I'll make it work.
Okay, what's the plan? Okay, let's do this.
I guess these goons don't like me.
As long as I can keep this thing moving. Here you go. That do it?
How's that? Take this! Bow down! What can I do? I'm on it! Got it! My turn now. Come on. Did that do it?
What to do?
Stay calm. Remember your training. Here we go. Take that!
How's that?
Enemies! The target has the center. Move. Good. What next?
Okay, let's do this. Die!
They're going for me. What? Not throwing away my shot. They don't stand a chance. A hit! Enemy signals detected.
Incoming heat signatures from above.
Target destroyed.
Oh, if I can keep this thing moving. Die! That do it?
What next? They're finished. How's that? Try. Enemy on the move.
Within enemy threat range.
Here we go. Did I get it? Threats. They've got their sights on me.
Within enemy threat range.
How's that?
Something.
Enemy threat range.
Eva! How's that? Take this!
Okay. What's the plan?
Enemy threat range.
Don't screw with me! Nice!
My turn now. How was that? Unbelievable. I'm acting like an amateur. You're just small fry. How's that?
Killing through me!
There, you ain't done
Take the
it.
mistake
I
back.
won't back down. Now. Take that. Got one.
Still not used to this thing. Come on! How's that? Say your prayers.
I guess life comes at you fast. Here it comes! How's the Sentinel? You're done. How was that? Neutralized. What now?
Anyone within enemy threat range.
Just watch.
Let's go, Noctino. Hit! All right!
No fight I can't win. Still not used to this thing. Okay, let's do this. Number 21 on the
The
move.
practice round's over. Take this! A fine hit! No room for hesitation. Here goes. Did that do it? They're going for me. What's our plan?
Enemy threat range.
A hit! Enemy down.
Okay, what's the plan? No fight I can't win.
I'll make it work.
Enemy threat range.
Unbelievable. I'm acting like an am. What next? Okay. back down. Here we go. A hit! Threat suppressed. Targeting this place.
This thing moving.
Enemy threat range.
No way through this!
Multiply! Did that do it? Fall. How was that? They're going for me.
Let's go, Sentinel. Gotta keep my spirits up. Sentinel
Don't
number
let up.
17. Defensive mode active.
You're done. Good.
Okay, let's do this. As long as I can keep this thing moving. Yeah, that ought to do it.
Enemy on the move. They don't stand a chance. Did I get it? Enemy signals?
Termination of enemy signals confirmed. Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete. Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending technical analysis.
What's wrong, Okino? We made it through all that, but something's clearly bothering you.
Well, it's like this. The RPF probably didn't show up before this loop. We've seen the Deimos system using not only civic development machines, but space exploration tech. So if the system's expanding its reference data based on its opponents, then, based on current feedback, it's entirely possible.
What is? Stop dancing around it.
Well, I mentioned the Sentinels were like siblings to the Deimos, right?
Wait. You're not saying...
I'm saying I've got a bad feeling about this.
So we made it through. All we can do is keep fighting.
who took Chihiro from me. He might be the same guy that Tamao-san gets her pills from. That scout unit is an alien from the future. At least that's what Natsuno-san says. The footage he showed us is allegedly from the future. If it's real, then how am I still alive 200 years from now? All I know for certain is that it's no ordinary scout unit. According to Natsuno-san, a boy named Renya Goto attends school in this era. He can apparently travel through time too. And BJ said he's from 80 years in the future. Back in 1945, everyone mysteriously vanished. But here in 1985, 40 years later, there's no historical evidence or impact from that event. It reminds me of a concept I read about in a science book. The idea of two similar parallel worlds. According to the history of this era, it has indeed been 40 years. But this era doesn't seem to be based on the era I'm from. The two aren't connected. Perhaps this isn't really time travel after all. Renya Goto. He's the one who took Chihiro from me. If he's in 1985, then Chihiro will be with him. Even if I do bring the Sentinel back home, how can I bring myself to fight? The ones I swore to protect are gone. Our mother's terrible. I'd never seen her struggle with it. It's pieced together with scraps of... Even still, Chihiro took it with her wherever... The Kaiju aren't secret US military weapons. They're alien invaders from the future. And the Sentinels are the tools we need to defeat them. Natsuno-san. Get it together, Keitaro. She certainly is quite... Yes. I admit, she's bright, cheerful, attractive. But right now, I have more urgent matters to tend to. Could he be at the school? I don't care what it takes. I'm going to find him. And I'm going to get Chihiro back. Renya Goto is Natsuno-san's senpai. He also attends the school in 1985. And according to BJ, he's from even further into the future.
Miura-kun.
Natsuno-san. Thanks, but I'm fine. In fact, I came here to find Renya Goto. But I have no idea what he looks like or how he dresses. Could you point him out to me?
That might be a little tough. Goto-senpai hasn't been back on campus. I asked around and no teacher knows where he lives.
Well, that's a problem.
Oh, Natsuno-chan!
Miwako!
Done with practice already?
Oh, you have that picture of Goto-senpai, right? The one you took when he wasn't looking?
Hey! Not so loud!
Sorry. So do you have it? This is it! Miura-kun! Look, I've got a picture of Goto-senpai.
Pardon my interruption.
He's the tall guy in the back.
This here is Renya Goto? The one with the glasses?
Yep, that's him. Thanks, Miwako.
How could this be? The man I saw at the park was Renya Goto. The bastard who kidnapped Chihiro. Chihiro? It really is you, isn't it? Please say something. I found this. It survived the air raid. I meant to give it back to you earlier. This is your favorite stuffed animal, isn't it?
Big brother.
Don't lose it again, all right?
I won't.
Chihiro, it really is you. I'm so relieved you're safe.
I suppose it's true. It's not like my memories were displaced. My blissful dependency as your little sister. It's become part of my identity. Denial can cause enormous strain to one's psyche.
Chihiro? Are you okay?
Better than okay. I've regained my original memories. I'm Chihiro Morimura.
Morimura?
You're the one who insisted on keeping that a secret. Yet you gave it away in the end.
It's you.
Sometimes a bold change in plans is necessary. You'd know that better than anyone. Wouldn't you, Goto-kun?
I didn't expect to see you here.
Renya Goto. What the hell did you do to Chihiro?
I don't appreciate the hostility. But what you see here is Chihiro in her original state. She was never your little sister to begin with.
Shut up! I'm not listening to a word you say. I won't forgive you. And I will avenge Tamao-san.
I believe you misunderstand the situation.
Chihiro, listen to your big brother and come with me. We're going.
Where exactly? Back to 1945 where no one's left? Don't you see? It doesn't matter where we run. If we have any hopes of preventing the loop, we need to prioritize gaining control over all systems. You've always been the dependable type. You used to be an excellent design engineer.
What are you talking about?
I'll always be on your side, Chihiro. That's what you told me, remember? So please, cooperate. Is everything prepared, Goto-kun?
Already.
Good. Then I shouldn't waste any more time. Let's hurry.
Chihiro!
Don't even bother.
Get out of my way. Chihiro is coming with me.
She's being targeted for assassination. And I highly doubt you have the capacity to protect her.
What? Who would...
Hey, Sekigahara. Should you decide to cooperate, let me know.
Sekigahara. Did he travel through time too? Is that how he got here? Tamao-san. The military police are gone for now.
How are things looking?
They're searching for Kiriko-san.
I can't believe she's a spy.
They seem to think she's associated with him. He must have dragged her into this. I just don't understand. Why protect a wanted man?
That woman... Her name isn't Kiriko Doji. And she doesn't come from this world.
You're a lunatic.
I don't get it. What could she want with the Sentinel?
You know about the Sentinel? You really are a spy.
If she were to try and escape, she'd likely use the gate. If we leave now, we might be able to catch up to her.
Sekigahara-san, please, I have to know the truth. I was told that my parents aren't really my parents, and that I was brought here from the future.
Is that what Kiriko Doji told you?
I don't know why she'd lie, but I think that explains the dreams I keep having.
She's tampered with your memories.
He's out of his mind. Don't listen to a word he says, Tamao-san. We should just turn him in.
Keitaro-san, please. I don't want it to come to that.
Keitaro? As in Keitaro Miura?
How the hell do you know my name?
I see. So it's you.
What are you on about now?
You and I have been fighting alongside each other.
I've never seen you before in my life.
The Miura of this era hasn't. The Miura of the future has.
The future?
Yes. He no longer has his physical body. His consciousness is currently stored inside a scout unit.
Then, Keitaro-san is...
one and the same.
I've had enough of this nonsense. You, come with me. I'm taking you in.
Don't move.
Sekigahara-san!
You bastard.
Like you said, I'm out of my mind. Poison is coursing through my brain as we speak.
Bad news, Juro.
Let me guess. Amiguchi-kun's not there. I think he's at the break area.
Thanks for making my life easier, man. Cool. Let's grab our stuff and head over.
Would you like to get crepes on our way home?
Oh yeah,
I'd love
almost
to,
forgot.
but I've kind of got somewhere to be.
I never finished reading this.
Okay.
The papers. Miss Morimura forgot them again. my dream, a woman and I went back in time to prevent the extinction of humanity. To do that, we had to blow up some sort of research facility. And, well, and if that weren't enough, we shot the researchers dead. The woman I was with in that dream looked eerily similar to Fuyusaka-san.
I just got Miyuki and Abe's new album on tape, but I don't have a cassette player.
Then why'd you buy it?
Crap. I gotta get going.
Don't just leave me here.
Sorry, Shiba-kun. I have to drop off these papers.
Should have told me sooner. Well, just meet me at the front gate when you're done. In the meantime, I'll go hunt down Amiguchi.
The nurse's office is on the I should use the other. Guess Miss Morimura's not here. Did Shinonome-senpai collapse again? I should let her rest. Since she's not around, I'll just leave the surveys on her desk. I'm sure she'll see them when she gets back. Miss Morimura's desk. Last time I was here, I saw those creepy documents about me.
Izumi-kun? I'm so glad you're safe. I heard terrible things. So, I thought...
Not this again. Please, stop making fun of me. That's not my name.
If you aren't Juro Izumi, then who are you?
My name is Kurabe. Juro Kurabe. We already talked about this the other day.
Kurabe.
How are your injuries? I heard you were in a pretty bad car accident. Take it easy, okay? Minami-san suddenly showed up at my house, and then brought over Miura-kun out of nowhere. As if I didn't have enough problems with Yakushiji around. I always dreamed of living on my own. So much for that. Come to think of it, I saw Shiba-kun in a dream the other day. A pretty creepy one. Something about an android. That movie's a hidden gem. It's tough to get a hold of these days. Amiguchi-kun's not the most responsible guy, but he's smart, athletic, and popular with the ladies. On top of that, his family is rich. He's got all the latest video game consoles in his room. In that movie, an alien's UFO breaks down. So he runs away to take refuge on Earth. There's a famous scene where he teleports onto a bridge. Released in 1977, this was the first in a hit series from the United States. It's a dramatic sci-fi adventure taking place in a galaxy far, far away. Its popularity holds strong no matter how much time passes. That dream was awful. I was going around killing students. I shot so many. Like Fuyusaka-san and Yakushiji. Miss Morimura, last time I was here?
Whoa, you're still here?
Shiba-kun, what's up?
I couldn't find Amiguchi anywhere, so I thought I'd come looking for you.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not. And neither are you.
Well, guess that's that. Let's call it a day and go home. Freaking Amiguchi. You're not getting away from me tomorrow.